Hello, everybody. Steven Sheets of my new YouTube channel, and welcome to my 8th live stream show. And today is Saturday the 20th, 2025. And today we're going to be talking to a guest star, another musical guest star, since Joe Norman just emailed me. And Joe Norman's going to be on my live stream today. And he and I are going to have a little chat about his live stream and his own YouTube channel, and tell us where he's from, and talks about what's he do. And then we're gonna have some fun singing some of the great great Christmas songs from Joe Norman. And we're gonna have an exciting day here. And outside right now here in Carl, PA, Pennsylvania, it's a beautiful day out here. But with all that wind yesterday, there was a wind advisory in effect from Friday till Saturday. But thank goodness the wind did stop. No one was hurt. None of the houses are damages. Everyone's okay. And everyone's doing good. So anyway, hope everybody's having a good day today and staying warm from the cold days out there. And we only got a couple of days till Christmas. And make sure you folks joining me on Friday 25th will be my Christmas edition of my live stream. And I'm going to be sending a link out on Christmas, and everybody. And so the guest stars of the live stream will be joining me. Just have a little fun and enjoy singing some of their great Christmas songs. And it's a very chilly day out here, folks. So no one's showing up on the chat right now, but maybe I'm going to try and send a link out send a link in the chat here. And there. This is the link that I'm sending out. And the guest star will be joining me today is Joe Norman. And he'll be joining me as soon as he's joining me today. And we're going to have a little chat about his channel. And we're going to have some fun listening to some great songs from Joe Norman. And I hope everybody's staying warm because it's a chilly day out here. So yes, and like I said, on December 25th, I'm going to be posting a link on my YouTube channel to let you all know that will be my Christmas edition of my live stream. And then I'm going to send a link out to the StreamYard. And then so that way the guest stars like Bruce Harvey, who did show up on my 3rd live stream, and maybe some other great guest stars would like to join up. And we're going to have some fun here singing some of the great Christmas songs and enjoying the great Christmas day. Now, So I hope everybody's having a good day and staying warm and indoors where it's safe from the cold days. I mean, yesterday there was a wind advisory for PA. Some of the houses are damaged, like in the one in York County, PA. And York County, PA has been destroyed by that wind. No one was hurt there. And one of the branches have landed in the street in the PA. But then all of a sudden, the Christmas tree have knocked down from the wind in Harrisburg, PA, Pennsylvania. That was terrible. At least no one was hurt or damaged from the wind. But on my next year's live stream, I'm going to be talking to one of the great Arizona Ghost Riders named Santia, the Arizona Ghost Riders, to talk to him about his channel and tell him where he does and where he lives, and it will be a fun time. But as you may not notice that while I was watching one of the videos of Slick Six Guns, that Slick Six Guns' father had passed away, I'm terribly sorry about what's happening to Slick Six Gun's father. I'm real sorry to hate that. And Slick Six Guns, I'm very sorry about what happened to your father. And yes, I hope everyone's wearing warm clothing like gloves, scarf, and the hat to keep you warm away from the cold days. If you're planning to go outside and for a walk or something, or plowing snow, it's a good thing we didn't get snow today. But soon it'll be snowing here in PA. And now I'm wearing this black hat here today, folks. That I made kind of look like one of the remember Brooks and Dunn band, Kits Brooks. And like I said, today we're going to be talking to the guest star named Joe Norman. Joe Norman is the another great person. I've subscribed to his own channel, and he does some singing, and he also does preaching. And he studies Bibles, have faith in Jesus, and I have faith in Jesus Christ. And I have faith that I'm going to be the greatest person here in my live stream. So yes. And maybe on my next time live stream, folks, I'll try. Maybe Patrick from Have Cheetah will travel. Have Cheetah will view show up on my next live stream. Then maybe we'll have Doug and Ava on my next live stream. And some of my greatest live stream friends I've been watching, like Drew Ellsworth's live stream, where he talks about his paranormal, and just enjoy watching it. Now let's see. And maybe when I get an audio mixer, I'll see if it works on my computer and test it out with the channels of the voices and some sound effects. But I'm going to see if that audio mixer can play music automatically while I'm singing at the same time. Now let me give it a minute. Let me look here for a minute, folks. I want to check on the just want to make sure that Joe Norman got my comment about my live stream. And from now on, when I'm planning to go outside, I should wear gloves to keep me warm, and even the sweater to keep me warm is also. Now, December 31st, CBS is about to have a New Year's Eve spectacular, and it's located in Nashville, Tennessee. And it starts at, I don't know what time did it start, but pretty soon when it gets to the time where we count down from 10 to 1, and that's where we start the 2026. And let's hope we can keep 2026 beautiful. And yes. But there's another movie coming up on January 19th of 2026, a film called Madagascar, where 4 characters like lion, zebra, giraffe, and hippopotamus, and their names were Alex, Marty, Melman, and Gloria. And then me and my girlfriend are going to go see it on January 19th. And it'll be a funny comedy movie of all time. And it'll be fun. just want to make sure you folks get this link from that I've sending you. So that way the guest star Joe Norman might show up. And he and I are going to have a little chat about his channel. And we're going to have some fun singing the great Christmas songs. And he's also going to talk about he was a Bible studying. Says, I still have faith in Jesus Christ. And I do have faith in Jesus. And I'm going to be the good son. But anyway, so far no one is showing up on the chat here. But I do need to stay away from the copyright so I don't get a strike while I'm doing live streams. And I don't want to let that happen to my channel. So yes. And if anybody wants to be on my live stream sometime, just email me at barbercarrier90@gmail.com. But I'm really not Barbara Carrier. It's just me, Steven Sheets. I made that name. Give me a second, folks. I need to fix my mustache here. There. Now, Joe Norman is another great star that I've first heard of. And hopefully he'll be stopping by today, as this is my 8th live stream show. And next time on my next live stream, when I start it, and tomorrow on my next live stream, maybe we'll have a little talk. We're going to invite Slick Six Guns to join me on my next live stream and have a little talk about his channel and talk to him about what happened to his father and tell him where he's from and we're so sorry about the dad of Slick Six Guns have died or passed away. I'm very sorry about that, Slick Six Guns. And anyway, yes, anyway, hope everybody's staying warm. And pretty soon it may get snow. But it's not snowing today. It's clear and beautiful out there. So anyway, I hope everybody's staying warm outside. But let me explain to you about this house here in Carl, PA, Pennsylvania. You see, this is a 3-room bed house, and this is my bedroom where I lay down and go to sleep. And downstairs we have the living room, the kitchen, the basement, and the laundry room. And another thing I want to tell you, and maybe on my next live stream, we'll have 11 Bang Bang. 11 Bang Bang is another good YouTuber that I've subscribed to. And maybe we'll, and I hope, and every time I go live stream, I decide to find out what clothes I'm going to wear for my live stream. Right now, I'm wearing this black shirt that I'm wearing, and this black hat and blue jeans that I'm wearing. And as you can see, this is my wristwatch that I'm wearing all the time. It tells me what time it is, and it tells us about the date. And the time right now is 3:15. And I always keep an eye on my time when I'm ready to start my live stream. And every time when I'm ready to start my live stream, I'll get dressed and get ready and start. Let me share the link on my chat here. See, that's the link right there that I'm sending you out. So that way, if Joe Norman can stop by, or maybe Doug and Ava might stop by, and or maybe Dave Greenlee can join in, and maybe Ark Wildman who join in. Since I first heard of Ark Wildman, he was the first star who does his live stream, where he does some great country songs from the 90s to the 70s or the 80s. And I like how Ark Wildman does the songs from the 70s and the 90s of country music. And I always enjoy watching it. And even on Michael Son's channel, he does his own live stream, and he plays guitar. Sometimes he even plays guitar like me. And but I need to learn the keys of how to play the guitar right. And if I can learn how to play the keys right, now I want to tell you another thing about another person that I first heard of was Lainey Wilson. Now, Lainey Wilson that I first heard of while I was listening to some country music on the radio. That Lainey Wilson is a new star of country music, and she was a great singer, and she did well hosting the Academy of Country Music Awards. And Lainey Wilson, who joins in with Brooks and Dunn with their classic song "Play Something Country" from their album Brooks and Dunn Reboot Part 2. And Reboot Part 2 may be available in stores someday. And it's got some great new stars joining in with Brooks and Dunn. And then the first one was Reboot 1. Luke Combs joined in with Brooks and Dunn with a song called Brand New Man. Y'all never heard that one before? And then another tribute song by Joe Diffie was called When Ships Don't Come In. Toby Keith and Luke Combs joined in with Joe Diffie. And it was a beautiful song. And then George Strait, the king of country music. I first watched him on DVD, sometimes on CMT. And he does some great songs, like two songs that he did from the movie called Pure Country. Pure Country is the film was released in 1992, where George Strait, who plays Dusty Wyatt, and Leslie Ann Warner, who plays Lulu, and Isabel Glasser plays Harley Tucker, and some other great characters. And even Dusty's Ace in the Hole band. The Ace in the Hole band is a great band of George Strait. And his bands was Mike Daly on the steel guitar, Gene Elders on the fiddle, Benny MacArthur on fiddle and guitar, Rick McCrane on lead guitar, Mike Kennedy, the drummer, even though he died in a car crash. I'm sorry to hear that. Then on vocals, we got Wes Hightower, Marty Slayton, Terry Haywood on the bass guitar, Joe Manuel on the acoustic guitar, on keyboard, Tom Clorium, and Ronnie Huckabee, the band, on the piano. And so yes, I first watched George Strait a lot. And then another Christmas show was called Alan Jackson's Let It Be Christmas. That was the first time that took place in the Grand Ole Opry House in Nashville, Tennessee, where he closed the show with a final song called Let It Be Christmas. And I first heard of that song. And I might try the song out after my live stream, though. And another thing I want to tell you about songs, the first time that I've heard was Ty England. You see, Ty England was the first ever Garth Brooks band member. And he starts his solo career in 1995. With the two songs that he did was called Should Have Asked Her Faster and Smoke in Her Eyes. Ty England was the first ever Garth Brooks band member. Then he starts his solo career. Now, this next country star I'd like to talk to you about is Gary Allan. Next, I want to tell you about is Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson was the first star that he did, where he did the first 1996 song called Little Bitty. And during the video of Little Bitty, when the cornfield, there was a scarecrow that lives in the cornfield. In fact, I remember the time in 2005 when Staccatos did the first version of The Wizard of Oz, and Christian Masters is another friend of mine that she's on Facebook, and she and I do The Wizard of Oz a lot. Like Christian Masters is Dorothy, I was the Scarecrow, and Peter Bauer was the Tin Man, and Joey Sitmax is the Cowardly Lion. And that was the first time that I did The Wizard of Oz in 2005. And yes. Then we got the Broadway that I did on Staccatos. And the Broadway is where you can be doing the opening songs and even songs from Disney like Little Mermaids, Under the Sea, Beauty and the Beast, and Aladdin. So yes, Staccatos was my favorite thing. I remember the time. Until the time that I decided that I was retired from Staccatos. And I'm sure they're going to miss this group. Then I graduated from the FutureLink program in 2015. And I'm sure they're going to miss the FutureLink students. And everyone in my old school going to miss me. This is the link that I've sent you. If none of the guest stars won't be showing up today, including Joe Norman, then and if including Joe Norman, and I know all of you still got live streaming to do. And even though Joe Norman may not be here today, since he may be busy on something else, But maybe on my next time live stream, I'll have Michael Sons to join me on stage on my YouTube, on my live stream. And maybe he and I are going to have a little chat about his channel and tell us where he lives and tell me how many guitars that he's been playing. And going to hear some songs from him. And going to enjoy his performance. Someday I might be in the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, if I can practice the songs right, and trying to learn how to play the guitar rightly. And I always gotta brush my teeth to make sure I'm clean and steady. And then when I'm ready to start my first Grand Ole Opry on stage, I might be singing there. Let me show you the link of it one more time before I think of something else to talk to you about. See, this is the link right here on the chat here. That's when the guest star might try and stop by. And but if none of the guest stars going to stop by today, then maybe we'll try on my next live stream. Now, see this thing right here? This is an electric pencil sharpener. It can sharpen pencils like this one. Like I'll show you for a little demonstration. See? It sharpens the pencils up. If it does sharp enough, it's sharp. And it can write now. Sorry about that, folks. So, yeah. So, yes, I hope everyone's having a good day today. And maybe on my next time's live stream, if maybe on this Saturday, maybe on this Sunday or Tuesday, we're going to have a little talk with Slick Six Guns, one of the worldest gunslinger in the West. And he might try and tell me about what happened to his father. I'm real sorry for Slick Six Guns' father. And yes. Oh, man. Gosh. What's my plans after my live stream? If the guest star Joe Norman doesn't show up today, then maybe he'll try and show up next time on my next live stream. I think my plans after my live stream, I think I might still work on some more music. And there's an app called Waits AI. It's an AI voice model. It has some different characters, like stars of country music voices, and then we got Red Dead Redemption 2 characters, and even some anime voices, like for Bugs Bunny, the Flintstones, the Looney Tunes, and some other great characters too. And that way it can cover any voice, can cover any voices from songs into voices. But there's one thing I used to cover is Yu-Gi-Oh's voices, like the voices of Yamayuki, Joey Wheeler, and other great characters of Yu-Gi-Oh. Now, over on the wild side, that I've subscribed to the channel that I first heard of, and he does some great own live streams, and a great cowboy that he used to be, and I did enjoy watching that. And always make sure how to study your Bible. And you could just get in there, praise God, and begin to understand it just right off the bat and grow in the Lord. But there's only one show that might talks about Jesus Christ, was Believer's Voice of Victory. Believer's Voice of Victory was the first time that when Kenneth Copeland host their shows, and even some guest stars joining in with the Copelands, like Kelly Copeland, Jeremy Pearsons, I forgot the others. But then Kenneth Copeland, the first preacher who starts his own Western movie called The Gunslinger. And it's a story of the character named Wichita Slim. Wichita Slim is the first character as Kenneth Copeland. And Kenneth Copeland makes his first debut in the Gospel Bill show, and Gospel Bill played by legendary Willie George. And Willie George is the first character who plays Bill Gunner, U.S. Marshal. Oops. Just dropped my pencil again. So far, no one's showing up on the chat here. Said someone's already doing live stream. I just want to check and see how many subscribers I have right now. I have about 190 subscribers. So far, 190 subscribers. And I do appreciate it. Of 190 subscribers, and subscribers, over 100 so far. And I do appreciate it, folks, that some of you folks have subscribed to my channel. And I don't know when I'm going karaoke in again. And but if I keep on practicing singing and get it right and play the guitar right, I might be in Grand Ole Opry someday. And so far, my YouTube channel that you all just watched so far, that I've been karaokeing around the United States. The one place that I did karaoke was in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, called the Japanese Steakhouse. Japanese Steakhouse is another karaoke place that I went in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And there is this sports tavern bar in Pennsylvania. I don't know what place is that, but I did karaoke there. And once I record more karaoke videos, I'll update. It'll update it, and it'll set to my channel. But I do want to thank the over 190 subscribers for subscribing me to my channel so far. So yes, I do want to thank over 190 subscribers for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if any new subscribers haven't watched my YouTube channel, maybe after my live stream, I'll send a link out to the new YouTubers and see if they watched my YouTube channel and even watch my live stream videos. In fact, on my third live stream, the first guest star was Bruce Harvey. Bruce Harvey is the guy who does country music, and he was a great singer and great voice he is. And since I've already subscribed to his channel. Since Joe Norman may not show up today on my live stream, maybe he'll try and stop by on my next live stream, maybe tomorrow. But if he doesn't show up, then somebody else will try and stop by.
Hey, who are you talking to?
And
Okay, so let it take me back.
So yes, like I said, I do want to thank 190 subscribers for subscribing me to my channel so far. And I did check my channel out. I got 63 audience. And the audience is where the audience sit down and applaud for my videos that I've seen. And I also applauding me for my performances. And I did enjoy it.
Jesse, she said that she wanted you to come to the hospital because they're ignoring her and stuff for some reason. She might call you.
This is bad news, folks. My mom's not coming home from the hospital. She's still in bad shape. She might not make it. I don't like it how it happens. But anyway, my plans after my live stream, I might be going downstairs and play on the Xbox for a minute, or maybe watch some game shows like The Price is Right or Family Feud. But the game that I'm playing right now is Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a great Western game that I first played. Since I've completed the entire mission of the game, now I'm playing as John Marston. John Marston is also the star in the Red Dead Redemption game until he's been attacked. And that's when Jack Marston in Red Dead Redemption 1 have decided to take over for John Marston. Group layout. I don't know what group layout is. And share this link to bring yes. I might have to figure out how to do that next time on my next live stream. And so far I have no one's watching me. I guess nobody doesn't like my performances, my karaoke performances, or my live stream performances. What's this? I'm picking up a comment on YouTube here, folks. It's from Patrick from How Cheetah Will View, who is watching. All my rowdy friends are coming over tonight. Says, nice job, Stephen. Hank will be proud. Thank you for watching that video there, Hank. Thank you for watching that video there, Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. In fact, I'm going to like it and give you a heart. And so far in my studio, I've got over 161 viewers. And 38% on my third live stream where Bruce Harvey was my first guest star. Since Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View just watched my video, I'll have him on my guest on my next live stream. And he and I are going to have a little chat about his videos and talk about his live stream. And we're going to enjoy it. And so yes, Patrick from Have Cheetah Will View. If you'd like to be a guest on my live stream, just comment me on StreamYard or on YouTube and let me know if you want to be a guest on my live stream someday. And Cool Ranch Rito. Cool Ranch Steel Rito. If you want to be a guest on my live stream someday, just send a comment on about one of my videos, and maybe you could stop by someday. So let me make sure my pencil is sharp enough. For some reason, this automatic pencil sharpener seems to stop every time. Maybe it's because it's jammed or something. But now this pencil is very sharp now. But since Joe Norman's not going to be showing up today, maybe he'll try and stop by next time. Or I don't know. Maybe he's got his own plans to do. Whoa. This is not good about this one. Oh, that's a screen layout. And with pictures. Yeah, something weird about this. Yeah, something weird about these things on the live stream. So, like I said, if Joe Norman doesn't show up today, maybe he'll stop by on my next live stream, probably next Saturday or something. But like I said, after my live stream, I'm going to send a post out, a post on YouTube to let y'all know that Thursday, December 25th, 3 p.m. in the afternoon, it'll be Christmas edition of my live stream. And maybe I'll try and invite some of the guest stars and to talk about their Christmas presents and talk about their Christmas joy and talk about some of the great Christmas fun they did. And it'll be a fun live stream on Christmas Day after we open presents and what we got. And it'll be a great Christmas. But on Christmas Eve, everybody needs to go to bed and go to sleep so Santa Claus can do his duty, putting presents on a tree But we haven't got a tree yet here in Carl, PA, but we will soon before Christmas strikes. And I might get some really cool things. And when I start my Christmas edition of my live stream, I'll tell you all about it, and I'll tell you what I've got. And it'll be a great Christmas. And like I said, I'd like to thank over 190 subscribers for subscribing to my channel and been watching my karaoke videos. And I'm glad y'all enjoy it. Whatever that noise is, it must be Smokey. But anyway, like I said, after my live stream, folks, I'm going to create a post on YouTube, my YouTube channel, that is, to let y'all know that Thursday, December 25th, it'll be a Christmas edition of my live stream. And maybe I'll send a link out to invite the guests. If I can learn how to try invite the guest stars on my next live stream. And I hope the guests, my favorite guest stars of live stream, I hope the guest stars will stop by. So anyway, I got no comments on my YouTube about my YouTube. But if nobody doesn't like my YouTube channel, I'll have to keep on working on making more videos. And if I can find a way of how to not get a strike while I'm trying to record the songs. So far, no one's showing up on my chat, on the chat here, and no one's showing up on the guest star. Maybe everybody else is trying to do their own live stream. Maybe I better stay away from everyone else's live stream. But anyway, according to my guest book, if Joe Norman doesn't show up today, maybe we'll try and have Patrick from Havcino Review to show up, or maybe Axe and Nachos, or maybe some other great guest stars from different YouTube, or maybe Ark Wildman, or maybe the same guy, Bruce Harvey. But if he does his live stream, I might try and stop by there and listen to what his performance is, and he did remember me as his first guest star of his live stream. Even though some of you YouTube people don't sing very well. And some of the YouTube people don't sing. I understand that. Hello there. Hello there, Squirrels World. Good to see you. Hey there, it's good to see you. I've already sent a link out on the chat. And it's good to see you too there, Squirrels World. And yeah, it's good to see you, Squirrels World. Squirrels World is another great YouTube person. And she does karaoke. And if you folks have seen Squirrel World, make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel, just like I did. And make sure you hit that notification bell and give that thumb up. And said Squirrel's World did show up on the chat. Someday on my next live stream, I'll have her as my next guest on my next live stream. In fact, let me write it down here on the guest list here. Hey, you're welcome. Let me see. SQU. Oh, it's I. There. I think I wrote it down rightly. Hold on, let me double check here to make sure. Let's see. SQUIRLD. Yeah, that's the right word. Squirrel Swirl. And said Squirrel's World did show up on the chat here. I'll have her as my next guest on my next live stream. I do live streams every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and maybe the weekends on Saturday and Sunday. And like I said, join me on Christmas Day after we open presents and see what we've got. We're gonna have a Christmas edition of my live stream. And I'll be sending the link out on the chat. And maybe some of the favorite guest stars would try and stop by and have a little fun of Christmas songs and enjoying their Christmas spirit and enjoying their great Christmas gifts and enjoying the great Christmas songs from some of my favorite music stars live streams. Like Randy Tritt. He was the first time that he showed up on a chat here. In fact, I think I'll add Randy Tritt on the guest list here. There. Now, Randy Tritt is another great music star live stream. And I've already subscribed to him. But like I said, I want to thank the over 190 subscribers for subscribing to my channel so far. And I do appreciate it. And now tomorrow, and joining me tomorrow join me on my tomorrow live stream, where it'll be my 9th live stream on StreamYard. And I might try and find out how to invite the guest stars to be on my next live stream. And if I can learn how to invite the guest stars. But first of all, I need to watch some of the other live stream videos. And but yes, said Squirrel's World did show up on the chat. I've already added her on the guest list. See, this is a guest list. You have live later on, huh? Well, if you do go live, I might try and stop by. But what time do you start your live stream? In 30 minutes. Okay, I'll be right there after I'm finished with my live stream. So, Squirrel's World's going live in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes. And if she does goes live, I'll stop by. And like I said, join me on Thursday, December 25th, after we celebrate Christmas, after we open presents and see what we got. And we're gonna have a great Christmas spirit and enjoy the best present we've got. And it'll be a great Christmas. So yes, it'll be definitely a perfectly Christmas. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching my 8th live stream show. I do want to thank Squirrel Swirl on the chat for stopping by. And if she does goes live in 30 minutes, I'll stop by. But like I said, I'm going to create a post on YouTube to let you all know that what's going to be happening on December 25th, Thursday. And maybe we'll have some guest stars trying joining in on my live stream and enjoy singing their great Christmas songs. And it'll be a great Christmas spirit. Anyway, so like and subscribe to my new YouTube channel where you see my name at the bottom of the screen right here. And hope you all enjoy watching my karaoke performances. And I don't know where I'm going karaokeing. I don't know when. But once I get an audio mixer, it might try and let me play the music and sing at the same time. And like I do want to thank over 190 subscribers for subscribing to my YouTube channel so far. But if you new subscribers haven't watched my video YouTube channel yet, make sure you watch it and subscribe it and hit that thumb up and hit that notification bell. And anyway, like I said, I want to thank you for watching my 8th live stream show. And I'll be live again on Sunday the 21st. And I might try and invite some guest stars if I can learn how. But anyway, like, share, subscribe to my new YouTube channel where you see my name at the bottom of the screen. And I'll catch y'all next time tomorrow.